Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain my second experiment in data science lab using panda commands. First I have imported numpy and pandas. Here first question to import the Toyota file, CSV file into panda data frame and display the first 15 rows. Here in this question I have imported the file Toyota pre.csv using the pd.read csv command, CSV function. The data frame is stored in variable df. Then I used df at head 15 to show the first top 15 data in the Toyota CSV data frame. Here's the output. In second question, display the total number of rows, columns, and the data types of all columns. Here, to find the data type, data set size, I used a df.shape. Here, df.shape is of 0, comma columns. It returns the total number of rows. Df.shape returns the total number of rows, and the total number of columns is returned by df dot shape by of 1. Then I used df dot data types to display the data type of each row and each column. Yes, the data type of each row and each column. These are the how many rows in data frame in the data set, such as the data type of a column has been rendered here, which is integer or float, etc. Third, third question to display the statistical summary of both qualitative columns. Here, I used a describe function to display the statistical summary. It provides information such as count, mean, standard deviation, minimum and maximum, and quartile values for numerical columns. If I want statistics for both numerical and text columns, I can use we can use df.describe function. Fourth question to find the maximum value of the price column and the minimum value of the price column in the data. To find the highest price, I use df of price dot max function, and to find the minimum value, I have created a variable and df of age dot minimum function, and I have printed the maximum minimum function. To print all the max value in each column, we can use this function df dot max and numerical underscore only equal to true, which this shows all the maximum value in the all the columns, which only shows the integer part only. To find the median and standard deviation of the km column, so we can use as we have seen in the third question, we have used describe function. Sixth question to create a new column named cs new RC and calculate the first 10 records. Okay, here we have imported a CSV file, and I use the LOC of open list, square bracket, close bracket method to select the first 10 rows and created a new column called cc underscore new. The values are calculated by multiplying 0.25 and given formula, and first 10 records has been printed by df dot head of 10 0 to 10 9. Seventh question to display the last 50 seconds 50 records containing the price, age, and cc columns sorted by age in ascending order. First, I have selected price, age, and cc columns and dot tail, which last 50 records dot sort values by age. sorted them in a ascending order in the age order using sort underscore values function. Eighth question, to count the total number of missing values in the data frame and replace the missing values in the CC column with 0. Here I have replaced all missing values with the CC columns with 0 using the final fill now of 0 function. This ensures there are no null values in the column. Here, if the question is asked to count missing values of, we can use df.additional dot sum function method. Append to ninth question, to append to new rows to the data frame and display the updated data frame. First, I have created new data frame containing two rows and appended it to the original data frame using the pd.concatenation function method, which concatenate the two rows with ignore underscore index equal to true. Then I have displayed the last few rows to verify the addition using df.tail function. 10th question, to remove the 10 question to remove the automatic column from the data frame and display the resulting data frame. I have removed the automatic column using the drop function with the axis equal to 1. If axis is equal to 1, column has been removed. If axis equal to 0, row has been removed, which specifies the column should be defeated. Deleted. 11th question, to delete the 25th rows from the 25th and 75th rows from the data frame. So I have used df dot drop of 24, which deletes the 25th row of the data frame. 12th question is to display the price, kilometer and HP columns for the first 50 records. For first 50 records, we can use dot date function, and I have choose the rows where the age less than 25 and using conditional statement. Then I selected only the price, kilometer and the HP columns and displayed the first 15 matching records. 13th question, to find the frequency count of the unique values in the fuel type column, display the percentage frequencies in ascending order. Here I have used value count to count the occurrence of each fuel type, and then I have used value counts of normalize equal to true, which and multiplies by 100 to calculate the frequency. Finally, I have stored in the percentage in ascending order. Dot by dot sort values. Ascending order has been sequenced. In 14th question, display the first n largest and n smallest values of the price column using the n largest and n smallest method. First, I have used we have used the n largest function as given in the question. Question, to display the first 5 highest prices and n smallest to print the last highest value, smallest function in the column. Then in 15th question, display any 5 columns for rows 30 to 40 using the ilog method. We have used the ilog method, and 30 is to 41, which displays up to 30, starts from 30 and ends from 41, and starts from 0 and ends from 4. 5 columns and 30 is to 30 to 40 rows. 16th question, display all rows where price greater than 15,000 and fuel type equal to diesel or gears equal to 5. So for here we have used I have chosen the price greater than 50,000 and unconditioned. If both conditions satisfies, moves on, and the fuel type is must be diesel at either the gates equal to 5, the function has been chosen. 7th question, to create a new data frame from Toyota.csv file, count the missing values in the guarantee column replace with the 0 and display the updated data frame. First, I have created a new data frame TF of 2, counted the missing values in the there's a given variable column which is mfr underscore guarantee using additional dot sum method. Here I have replaced the missing values with 0 using filna of 0 and displayed the updated data frame in df2 data frame. Then 18th question to identify whether the petrol exists in the fuel type column using the dot any method. So we have chosen the fuel type column equal to petrol, which it returns if the condition is true, and moves on to dot any method, which one row contains petrol, otherwise it returns false. Then 19th question to use the apply function to calculate the square root of the price column. Here I have used applied the function with the numpy square root function to calculate the square root of every variable in the price column and store the result in a new column called square root, that is a price of square root. And 20th question to group the data frame by fuel type and calculate the average price, average kilometer and average HP. So I have used the here group by function method to calculate the average of price, fuel type, and I grouped the data by fuel type using group by function and calculate the average price and the kilometer and HP of the function. Here 21 question to group the data frame by doors, fuel, and calculate the counts of cars, maximum price and minimum kilometer for each group. So same as before the question, I have used the df dot group by function to aggregate the doors and fuel type doors and fuel type. Then I have used the aggregation function to calculate the number of cars and the maximum price and the minimum kilometer of each group. 22 question is to rank all cars based on their price in descending order and store all the ranks in a new column named price of rank. I have ranked all cars according to their price in descending order using the rank method and store the result in a new column called price of rank variable. And here the 23 question to is to create a pivot table showing the average price for each fuel type across different doors categories. I created pivot table using pd dot pivot table method, which the rows are represented by fuel type and the columns represent doors and the value shows the average price of the data frame. And 24th question is to display the top 10 cars with the highest price rank. Top 10 cars we can be sort by the dot head, and the condition is to highest price rank along with their price of fuel type and kilometer. So here I sorted the data frame based on the price of rank and displayed the top 10 cars along with the price, fuel and the kilometer. Here 25th is question is to group the data frame by color and calculate the mean price and mean kilometer, average HP and the total number of cars in each color category. Display the results in ascending order of mean price. Here I have used I have grouped the data by met color column and calculate the mean price and calculate the mean kilometer and average HP and total cost. And by aggregation function agg function I have used. By aggregation function I have calculated and I stored the results in a descending order of mean price, sort values by mean price, ascending order equal to false, which is stores in descending order. Thank you.